Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, ANITA FINLEY.
So I try to communicate with my patients. When a new patient comes in, if they want the laser, the robotic laser for the pain, they'll watch the video that you saw, Anita. You like that video?
I love. That's how I know so much about you.
It's a 5 the laser does and how it works, and then I'll go in and I'll talk to them, and we'll explain. They can bring their MRIs, they bring their X-rays, they bring their reports from their doctors. Because Anita, America's in pain. America's in pain. And how do you know that? Look at all the overdosing going on every day in this country. The medical doctors, some are very good, but a lot of them overdosed America. That's why this epidemic is going on with people overdosing every day in this country. It's an epidemic of pain. And pain needs to be taken care of. You could do it therapy, as I do it, with acupuncture, which I do laser, robotic lasers, which I do, 6 days a week to help the pain. And I'm kind of successful with that. 80% of people that I treat with the laser improve.
Yeah, well, I can understand that, actually. I have to tell you something, that you have something you don't ever talk about. You do talk about acupuncture, you do talk about the laser, but you don't talk about, and I guess it's because you're not an egocentric person, your personality. Because I really think that makes a big difference. And when people see you, you're so positive that you're going to be able to help them. Even though I know you always say, well, I can't help everyone, but you have this charismatic way, and I think that's part of it. A lot of doctors don't have that, you know.
My own doctor that I go to, he's a really nice man here in Boca Raton. He's a really nice man. And one time I said to him, Doc, how do you feel? I thought the man was going to flip and go on the floor and die out. He said, why are you asking me that? I said, I'm just asking to see if you're okay. How are you? How's your day? Because when I see my doctors, I'm always the last patient. Because we either talk, we hang out, that if they're running late, they don't have to rush for me, and I get there when I get there. Right. But, like, you have to care. If you don't care, why be in this business? Like your business. You're great, Anita. People love you. You sound great. You're good to be with. You're friendly. You know your material. But if you don't like what you do, why do it? I know it's all about money, money, money. But I love what I do. I go out there. Every morning I wake up. I'm in my office for 9 hours a day on my long days. On my short days, I'm there 4 hours a day. And I just try to help people in pain. I had a woman yesterday. She came with her 4 daughters. She was 89 years old.
Really?
With a walker. And she was referred by Miss Betty. And Miss Betty, who is a former patient of mine, said, why are you suffering? I never see you in church anymore. You're always in pain. You go to these medical doctors, they're drugging you. You look like your eyes are ready to close all the time. It makes you drowsy. So the daughter said, we had enough. We all chipped in. We're going to do 5 treatments to see if it helps Mom, and that's what we're going to do. So they brought her yesterday, and the 3 daughters helped me put her on the table. And when we did after the 30-minute laser, this is yesterday. We did the 30-minute treatment. She got off the table with very little help, and she stood near the walker, and she wiggled her hips both ways, and she smiled. And the daughter said, Mom, are you okay? Oh. Okay. I want to go to church tomorrow.
Oh, my
I said, what do you mean? She says, I feel unbelievable. And I get those every so often, and the 3, 4 daughters there, I said, oh, this is unbelievable. Oh, this is great. Mom's smiling. Mom wants to go to church. She couldn't go Christmas Day. She couldn't go Christmas Eve. She couldn't go New Year's Eve to go to church. And she couldn't get out of bed. She's been miserable for months. So that turns me on because, yes, the treatment's only $120. But you know what? The enjoyment, the thrill of getting you out of pain. If you're listening to me and you're in pain and you've tried the injections, you've tried the medication, you've tried everything, and the doctor says, oh, it must be arthritis.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you must got to live with it. You shouldn't live with anything. You should try anything that's wrong with you. Look for the best doctor. I'm in Pompano Beach. I get people that come to me from Boca, Deerfield, Pompano, they come to me. Because if I can help you, why not try that?
You know, I call this second opinions because, as you said, sometimes people have gone to their doctor for a long time. And I just recently heard about a man that checked himself into hospice. He had it, he couldn't handle it anymore. And a friend of his, whom I know, said, listen, I know this very great research organization that helps cancer. Why don't you go there? And boy, he went there. They specialized in his form of leukemia, and it's now a year later, and he's fine.
Isn't that marvelous?
See, that's what you're talking about.
You
It's
have to-
not just saying, okay, succumbing to it. You're saying there is something better.
But when you're in pain, it changes your whole mentality, your personality, your body. Like you had someone earlier today, and they said on the radio, they said, if you have a dog, you'll live a few years longer because the dog makes you go out and walk it, move it, and do things, get you active. But if you're in pain, you can't walk that dog.
No.
You can't make food for yourself.
No.
You have barely enough problems going to the bathroom, which is the basic part of our life. And if you can't do that, something's wrong. Yes, there are people who have major illnesses, and there's a problem there. But if you have a problem, do something about it. Go on my website, Appleton.com. Look at the website. Look at the reviews. I have so many reviews as a chiropractor, treating car accident victims, slip and falls, pain, knees, shoulders, elbows, wrists. I had a nurse this beginning of the week. She says, I've been a nurse for 42 years. Because I'm doing the injections, my thumb is killing me. Can you do acupuncture on my thumb?
The thumb that she does the injections with?
She's right-handed. And I touched it, and she screamed. So I said, well, I'm going to do some acupuncture on the whole thumb and maybe tendons. Oh, I'm good with that. So I did the acupuncture, and she called me yesterday. She said, I can't come in because she does private duty. She says, can I come in Monday? I said, how do you feel? I can't thank you enough.
But that was with the laser and
That,
the acupuncture.
yeah, that was laser and acupuncture.
Oh,
So I do it at
goodness.
the same time.
You know,
I do it at the same time.
So somebody like that, you really have done a great job.
And she was kind of kooky, when you're a nurse for 42 years, because my wife is a nurse too, RN, and I understand that they use their hands a lot, their thumb, like I do every day, with adjusting people, doing my acupuncture. My thumbs hurt me a lot. I do it to myself.
I'm just going to ask
I do it to
that.
myself. I don't want. As a chiropractor, you learn anti-medicine. Only if you really, 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 really need it, you take it. But you don't do it otherwise. Aspirins, you take vitamins, you eat proper food, you exercise, but we don't believe in medicine unless it's necessary. And I treat myself.
And so you can actually know, and you just take the needle and do it the way you would do on someone?
Yeah.
Oh, I never heard
Yeah,
of that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah.
Right. So okay.
I love acupuncture. Acupuncture is so cool.
Tell us about what it does.
Unfortunately, all these things aren't paid by insurance companies.
Right.
The things that are necessary in life aren't. And like massage is not covered, acupuncture, laser is not covered. It's just a crazy system. It's all political system that they don't cover.
People pay for their dogs' insurance.
Yeah, we
They
talk
don't
about that
pay
all
for
the time.
insurance, I
We
know.
talk about that all the
And their
time.
cars, if
They-
something's happened to
Oh,
their
my
car.
car needs new tires. Oh, my car needs a new paint job. Let's do it.
But I have pain in
Oh, I
have to
can't.
pay for
I
it.
can't afford it. I can't afford it. But it's really that's the way it is. This life. Our life is that way.
They've
It's
been
priorities.
spoiled by Medicare paying or other insurance, but insurance doesn't pay for everything. So
No, it
people
doesn't.
have to realize. I want to get back to something you said, Dr. Appleton. You were talking about people who they're in pain. They get up to go to the bathroom. Do you know that's how slip and falls can happen? When you're in pain, you're not concentrating on what you're doing.
I had a patient yesterday who called me up, Doc. I fell in the bathtub. How are you? Did you break anything? No. You can go to the hospital. I ain't going to those places. Can I come to you to look at me? I think I re-injured my low back. So he came in yesterday. We looked at his low back, and he goes, and there was no fractures. It was barely bruised. So I said, let's do laser. He goes, absolutely, let's do it. Absolutely, let's do it.
That's what you did for this
Absolutely,
person.
let's do it.
They did not go to the
Well, yeah,
hospital.
because you have no fractures. I can do that. Yeah, there's a fracture. You can't. I can't do that. But we ruled that out. But the thing is, like, people need to take care of yourself in your own medical world. I get calls after this show. Number one call I get, and I kind of repeat it a few times, the number one call I get is people in pain from cancer.
Oh my heavens,
That's the number one call I get from the show. And I tell
but you can do acupuncture.
I can do acupuncture. I can do
And
acupuncture.
you think that can help them?
That helps deal with the pain a lot.
So that's good.
Yeah,
So
that's good. That's good. But my own mother-in-law was on morphine, and she was drinking it because she was in so much pain. And they give you so much per month, and she was using it per week.
Oh heavens, that's so sad.
And I said, my own mother-in-law, she says, do it. Couldn't do it because the laser increases cell activity, and that's one thing you don't want to have when you have active cancer.
But that's what makes the difference when, let's say, you don't have cancer. That's what really makes the pain go away.
What?
When you use the laser with the.
Oh, when we laser, the laser goes in about 2-3 inches in. You don't feel it. It's a light. It goes in, increases blood flow and oxygen, and then I do the acupuncture with it on certain patients, and then you have the yin and the yang balancing out the energy. I did a young lady Wednesday or Thursday, 25 years old, working at Planet Fitness. Her shoulder, and she went to her doctor, and the doctor, you came with your shoulder. This looks like we have to do surgery on it. See, I'm 25 years old.
Oh my.
I have pain on my shoulder, and I don't want surgery. Well, you have to, So she referred over to me, and we did laser acupuncture.
And?
25 years old. It just happened. When she got off the table, she goes, "Oh my goodness, I feel so much better."
Oh, how fantastic.
And she says, "Why would the doctor suggest surgery on a 25-year-old that it just happened 2 days ago?"
That is not right, is it?
Yeah.
But
that's what they do,
But that's what makes you work 6 days a week, and you're so.
Yeah, the 6 days a week I do, and I do.
Because you see the difference that you can make. Not everyone can do that,
Well, you have to go to someone who I care. You can bring your MRI report. A lot of people today have it on the phone. They show me, "Doc, can I see my report on the phone or my spine?" They took x-rays. It's on my phone now. I can look at it. And if I can't help you, we'll part as friends. I'm here to help you. No charge to come in for the consultation. No charge to look at my video. But if I treat you, it's only $120, Anita. Yeah. We're not talking like stem cell, 18,000 here, guy in Boca, or the Spine Institute, Laser Institute over in Tampa is like 22,000. These cash. These are crazy numbers.
But they're also very serious operations. That's not casual.
Well, the stem cell is one thing, and they don't guarantee it. And the laser center in Tampa, they do a minor cut on you, but again, they don't guarantee it. No doctor guarantees anything.
Of course.
And
you're very clear about that, but you keep leaving one thing out about this, and I know because you're not ego-driven. It's your personality that I think helps people because they're not afraid of you. They don't treat you like you're this god up there. I mean, even though they feel so much about you. You know that. That's
people are afraid. People are afraid to go to doctors. They're afraid. I have a friend who fell in a parking lot, and he came for his knee, and I said, "You have to get an MRI. I don't know what's going on in your knee, because actually it doesn't show everything. Because the MRI shows like ligaments, tendons, And like I said, I am not going to treat you until you get your MRI done. Your knees look like 2 footballs, and you're so swollen. By icing it down, it's feeling better. But you need to get an MRI.
And they're afraid?
Afraid. He goes, "I'm afraid to see what it is." But isn't it better to know, not to know?
See, now their insurance would have taken care of that, so that had nothing to do with the money. It had to do with
the fear. The fear. We're all human beings. It's like you have an issue with flood today in your house.
Yep.
It's a fear of the unknown. I hope the plumber fix it. I hope it's okay. I had to get my rugs cleaned. It's going to smell for a few days.
Right.
It's the fear. It's a fear of the unknown. But when you come to yourself, you have to analyze what's going on. How do I feel? My life is crap. I can't do anything. I can't do anything.
One thing also that you do, and I know this about you, is you listen. A lot of doctors don't listen. They just have their own little thing they talk about. But when someone comes and talks to you, you listen to what their situation is, isn't it? And that makes a big difference.
Like we are doing this now. Today,
Absolutely.
we have eye contact.
Yes.
If you go to a doctor who
the computer. He
at
just
the
made
computer,
it
or he's on his cell phone the whole time. Oh, I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
I have another call. Oh, I'm sorry, I have another phone
you
call.
are so
I had a
right.
patient one time. She said she was with this orthopedic, and 5-6 times he kept on getting interrupted by his cell phone. And she said, I think you're too busy for me. And she walked out.
Good for her. Good for her. Right.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Because if you can't get one-to-one, it's like having your dentist, not your dentist, and there's a machine doing it. Like, I want my dentist there. I want to talk to him. I want to see his eyes. I want to know he's in my mouth.
Yeah, but wait, he has a lot of assistants. You see him at the last minute to just say, okay, and he's gone.
Yeah, that's true. But when you want him and he's extracting a tooth,
Exactly.
or he should be there.
No, you're right.
And doctors should have a one. We live in a society today that no one writes letters anymore. No, people had dinner on cell phones. I was at a restaurant the other day at lunch, and I said, look around. Nobody's even talking to each other. They all have their cell phones. I was at the lunch last week. And there was 2 of my friends. The whole time, he's not even looking at me. He has a cell phone in front of him while he's eating. And I go, I always had comments. I said, how do you see what you're eating?
No, but why bother having me here? Why don't you just
Well,
just
we kind of said that at the end. We kind of said that.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, it just happened to me. I go to the Kravis Center. I go to different shows, and there are always a few people close by on their cell phones, and it's very disturbing because the light's on and you're in this dark theater. And why do they bother coming? They can't put that down for a minute.
Watch a Heat game. Watch a football game. People in the stands are on the phone at an event. At an event. The funniest story years ago, I'm at a Broadway show, and Billy Crystal, 600 Nights, he's doing his one-man show, and before they go, well, all cell phones must be turned off, turn your cell phones off. It's a one-man show and blah, blah, blah. And Billy Crystal's doing his gig up there, and a person's phone rings. He stops the show. And he calls the woman on stage. And he gets the phone. He goes, "Hello? You do know, why are you calling her when you know she's at a play for me? This is Billy Crystal, right?"
Fabulous.
And
the
embarrassed the hell.
crazy.
Oh, that's went crazy. And she got so embarrassed, right? She says, "I'm going to hold your phone. And after the show, you'll come backstage and let's talk."
Oh my goodness. That was smart of him.
Yeah. But you know what? It's the same thing in my life. When people come to my office today, they'll walk in, and they just walk in. People just walk in.
Yes.
Because they know that I'm open from 9 to 1 and 9 to 6. They just come in and they talk to me and they explain things to me. But a lot of them when they come in, they want the treatment. I don't have to sell it to them. I don't have to explain it to them. I don't have to explain the lasers, goes in 2 to 3 inches. There's no side effects. There's no burns. There's no rashes. How long is it going to last? How many treatments am I going to take? The basic thing. Doctor, I'm here. Please, just help me. Help me.
Yeah.
Help me. I can't take the pain anymore. Help me.
Well, the big thing, and you just mentioned about my water in my in the carpet in my guest bathroom, my guest bedroom, and I'm knowing I'm going to have to pull out boxes, and I'm going to be very careful how I do that. Otherwise, I'll be in your office on Monday.
I don't want to see you Monday.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I understand that. But see,
Call Roto-Rooter, let them do all this stuff.
Well, the plumbing's taken care of, but it's the water now.
The water's
but
the worst.
It's even more than that.
Yeah.
It's everybody. Please be careful when you're lifting things, when you're slip
always,
on water.
always. I had a person think yesterday, the day before, he was coming out of his house in Canada. He went to get the newspaper, came back to the house. At 11 o'clock, he went back outside to get into his car. He didn't realize there was a icicle above the step. The icicle was melting, and as it melted, it went on the ground, and it caused a puddle of ice. And he went out and go whoop, and went right on his back. So his wife took him to the hospital, figuring he broke something, and now he's coming in for my laser. He goes, "I can't believe it happened to me. I saw the icicle. I didn't realize it was going to melt, and then it melted, and it refroze right on the doorstep as I walked out."
Someone, you have people watching, but Hugo Unruh is watching you right now. And Hugo has been a very powerful person in Palm Beach County. I haven't seen or heard about him for a long time, so that's
Hi, Hugo.
It does, yeah.
Hello,
hi,
hello,
Hugo.
hello.
Picks up things, but let's go back. So you were saying that woman who came in 25 years old is unusual. Most of the people are what, 50, 60, 70?
80s, 90s, like the woman that came in yesterday with the daughters. And you know they have. We've been to chiropractors before. We've been to this doctor, physical therapist. I said, your mother was seeing a chiropractor in her condition. She was severely overweight. You know, as a chiropractor, we manipulate bones. Okay, that's what we do for the adjustment. But you have to have judgment on how do you treat someone. And I try to use judgment on everyone I treat, because not everybody's a chiropractic patient. Not everybody's an acupuncture patient. Not everybody's a laser patient. But maybe it's a combination of all of it with physical therapy or a car accident. You're welcome to come in. We'll take care of you. But everyone we individualize treat. It's not a McDonald's, big back, big back, big. Boom, 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 boom.
And you talk to them, and I think what I like about what you do is you explain, okay, this is what you have. These are the options. This is what I want to do. And see, that's not always done.
I work for the patient. Okay? Mm-hmm. When you work for that person, I had to listen to you because you're the boss. I'm not the boss. I know what I'm doing, but you're the boss. It's like when you have someone come to your house. They tell you what you need. Like today, you're going to have someone come to your house, yes. The carpeting, whatever. Yes. You're going to listen to them because they're supposed to be the expert.
Yes.
I work for you. So I listen to your problems. If I can help you, I'll do that. But most doctors don't do that. Most doctors have this ego thing, the God complex, I'm better than you. I'm in chief of the hospital. You have to have an appointment 5 weeks from now, And
you are so right.
You want to come in, you come in today. You want to come in after the show, come in. You want to walk in, come in. Call 954-973-0710. Come in, come over, visit me. I'm on Powerline Road, 1215 South Powerline Road.
His website is AppletonChiro.com. AppletonChiro.com. And again, his phone number is 954-973-0710, and you're going to reach him because that's his cell phone. You will reach him and he will talk to you. See, and somehow you do understand a lot of why we talk about this with doctors. And look, there are wonderful doctors out there, but
that's true.
I don't know why they don't get. You need to teach a course in this. That's what you really ought to do.
It's got to be DNA. It's got to be DNA. You can't learn it. Like an actor has to be born as an actor. Someone who trains as an actor is not as good as a born actor. It's just a different way it is in life. I try to be careful with everybody. I try to be truthful with everybody. I try to explain everything with everybody. And again, just because it doesn't not cover it with your insurance, you have to pay for it out of your pocket.
Yeah, of course.
But it's not a life-ending expense. It's not.
Life-getting. And thank you. We're going to see you here next week.
Yeah, next week.
Wait.
Next week.
I can't wait. So I hope I don't.
Now, don't hurt yourself. Be careful with lifting.
Okay.
Careful.
Thank you, Doctor.
Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your day.